doubling and halving for both whole numbers and decimal numbers. What's the meaning of doubling? What's the meaning of halving? First, I'm going to start with how to double numbers. Double the numbers, that means twice the number. Twice the number can be done in two ways. The first way to double a number, such as 4, is to add it to itself again, which equals 8. So double of 4 equals to 8. The other way to double a number is to take that number and double it or multiply it by 2. 4 times 2 equals 8, the same answer that we got here. Okay, there's some sequences that we can do, such as doubling a number multiple times. Let's take the example 1. We want to double it again, and double it for the third time. Okay, what is the double of 1? 1 times 2 equals 2. What is the double of 2? That means 2 times 2 equals 4. What is the double of 4? That means 4 times 2 equals 8. Again, to double a number, that means multiply it by 2. It's easier than adding numbers for me. Okay, double the 1, that means 1 times 2 equals 2. Doubling the 2, that means 2 times 2 equals 4. Doubling the 4, that means 4 times 2 equals 8. This is how to double a number. Okay? Now, the next question, I'm going to show you an easier way how to double decimal numbers. Okay? Let's do the first one. Double the 3 is 6. That means 3 times 6. Double the 3, that means 3 times 2 gives you 6. What is the double of 6? That means 6 times 2 equals 12. The double of 12, that means 12 times 2 equals 24. Okay, look at the sequences below. We can see here decimal numbers, okay? Okay, guys? Now, that means, look at these relation. 3 whole, 0.3. Look at the decimal point where it goes. Here is the same thing. So always when you double the number, you are going to keep the 0 and continue on going. But here you are going to see a little bit of problem. When you see that 3 is in the 10th digit and you are doubling, the numbers are getting larger. That means they are going to turn into wholes. Okay, I'm gonna rewrite these numbers, 12, 24 for the same places. Okay, but in this case you have to make sure where is the place for the decimal point for each sequence. Okay, there is only one place in the sequence for the tenths, so you have to keep it this way. So underline the first digit to stay still in that digit, and the decimal point will be in between these numbers. So the first, always underline the first number, okay, and then the point comes after that dash or the number that you underlined. So this is how we double these decimal numbers. Okay, for the next one, there is 2 places, then the decimal point. This one is light. I'm gonna use another color. Okay, so you have to keep these 2 places, then the decimal point. And here, there's 2 places. 2 places, then comes after the point with the 0. Okay, 2 places, 0.2 places, 0.2 places, 2 places, that means 0.2 places, here comes the 0. If the number gets larger in the hundreds, you are going to do the same things. 2 digits with the point, after that comes the other places. The next one, 2 places, put the decimal point with the 0. This is the sequence how you can do it by doubling. An easier way without using the multiplication. You are going to learn how to multiply decimal numbers next year. Okay, the next questions are going to be from your skill builder. So please grab your skill builder. If you don't have it at home, you can do these questions on your copybook or your notebook. You can pause the video at any time. Okay. Let me continue by giving examples. For later, we are going to do the other exercises on your skill builder, and the homework is going to be from your learner's book. Again, how to double a number. The double of 33 is 66. What is the double of 330? Remember, 330 is 33 times 10, which equals 330. That means you are going to double 66 by 10. So the answer will be 660. So the double of 330, the same one, equals 660. This is just like a pattern. The double of 33 is 66. I want you to see the sequence. The double of 330 is 660. So finding the double of 3,300 is going to be by adding an extra 0, which is 6,600. So what's the double of 3,300? Which is 6,600. Okay? Now, halving. What is the meaning of having a number? Not having, that means the get. Having a number that means half of that number. Okay? Such as, what is half? What is half of 60? That means what number added to itself gives you 60, which is 30. Another way, by using the long division or the division to find the half of or having a number, 60, to have it, you have to divide it by 2. Remember, the 0 goes here. 6 divided by 2 equals 3. Okay, you can do it mentally, or you can do it by dividing by 2. Okay, what is have? Have is a verb. Have have 14. That means 14 divided by 2 equals 7. Have 100. That means 100 divided by 2 equals 50. Okay, another example by using these sequences. How to have a number in these sequences of numbers. The rule is halve the previous number. That means 8 is half of 16. 16 is half of 32. By using the decimal point and looking at these sequences, you are going to know the relationship between these numbers. Okay? Now, what is half of 8? 8, have it, that means 8 divided by 2 gives you 4. Okay? So 3.2, half of it is 1.6. Okay? 1 decimal place. Okay? So the next number is the 8. there's a trick here. The 8 is the same as of 80. So you have to keep this place underlined to know where to put the decimal point, which is here. What is half of 0.8? That means what's that number added to itself, which gives you 0.8, which is 0.4. Can you see the relation between these numbers? Okay, here in this place that you need 3 places. That means 800. Here is 400. Then put the decimal point in its right place. So 2 places, 2 places, 2 places, point, 2 places, point. Okay, that's the trick of how to have a number. Later on, when you grow up next year, you are going to learn how to divide the decimal numbers and long division. But for grade 4, it's enough for you this level by doing it using sequences. Okay, now open your skills builder, page number 35. I'm going to give you a moment to do these sequences by doubling that number. Let me remind you, 7 double it, that means 7 times 2 equals 14. 14 double it, that means 14 times 2 equals 28. Doubling the 28, that means 28 times 2. I'm going to help you here. 2 times 8, 16. 2 times 2 equals 4. 4 plus 1 equals 5. So this is the first line. I'm going to give you a moment so you can figure out how to double these numbers. Sequences by for these decimal numbers. Okay, here is 28, here is 56, 28, 56. Okay, 1 place decimal point, 1 place decimal point, 1 place decimal point between the 2 and 8, 1 place decimal point between the 5 and the 6. Here, 2 places decimal point, 2 places decimal point, 2 places decimal point 0, 2 places decimal point 0. Great job, guys. When the number gets larger, you're gonna go on the ones and whatever. But as I told you, for grade 4, that's enough. Okay, next. Now, page number 36 on your skill builder. Question number 4. I'm gonna do only A. Solve these problems by having and having again. So you're working. I maybe mentioned it before in our classes at school. When you want to know what is a number times 4, is to multiply it by 2 twice. Here's a reminder. 8 times 4 is the same as 8 times 2. And this number multiplied by 2 is going to be the same answer of 4 times 8. Remember, 8 times 4 equals 32. Let's try this way. To multiply the 8 twice instead of multiplying by 4. So 8 times 2 equals 16. 16 times 2 equals 32. So by multiplying a number twice by 2, you're gonna find a number multiplied by 4. This is in the opposite way. Here is $24 among 4 people. How much does each person get by using having and having again? Instead, you are going to find, instead of saying 24 divided by 4, you are going to take the 24 divided by 2, and the answer is going to be divided by 2 to find the final answer of 24 divided by 4. This one will help you with larger numbers by having twice. So when Ahmed wants to share this one among 4 people using having, that means you have to take that number, have it, After you having the first time, you have to have it again. So 24 divided by 2 equals 12. 12 divided by 2 equals 6. So each one of these four people is going to get $6. So instead of dividing by 4, you can take that number, divide it by 2 twice. Now, question number 2, page number 36 on Skill Builder. In this sequence, each number is double the previous number. Okay, I'm going to rewrite it here. See here, when you go to the right side, the number gets larger. But when we go to the left side, 16 goes into 8. In 4, it gets less. By what? Going to the right side, you are multiplying by 2. Going the opposite way, you are dividing by 2. Okay, so I'm gonna rewrite the sequence again. Larger, 4, 8, 16, 1 and 2. So when you go to the right side, you are multiplying by 2. When you're going to the left side, you are dividing by 2. 4 times 2 equals 8. 8 times 2 equals 16. 16 times 2 equals 32. 32 times 2 equals 64. Going the opposite way, you are saying that 4 divided by 2 equals 2. And here, 2 divided by 2 equals 1. Okay? So, in this sequence, when you're going right, you are multiplying by 2. When you're going left, you are dividing by 2. So the answers here are 1, 2, 32, and 64. Now, same page, question number 3. We did an example, the same thing. There's a sequence. I'm gonna divide my working space here. This is for 84. The double of it is 168. So 840, the double of it is only by adding the 0. Exactly, good job. Then 8,400, the double of it is 168 with extra 2 zeros. Yeah, do the next one alone. 37, the double of it is 74. Double it. 370, 3,700. Double it, please. Exactly. 740, 7,400 by only adding the zeros. Good job, guys.